Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back to Felsbrunn. Our crop is almost ready to harvest. Something funny happened with the wheat. I'm not quite sure why this occurred, but you can see that there's a patch here that is one growth stage behind the rest of the field. But all of the other field is ready to harvest, so I think we'll probably start there, and hopefully by the time we finish, this wheat will be ready to go. I think I will collect straw this time. So let's get the harvester started. You can see that I baled the grass. I got, I don't know, 9 or 10 bales out of it, I think. And while the harvest is going on, I want to see if I can lease the meadow roller and see what happens when I try to roll the plane of grass in that field. And we'll see if that makes grass grow while eliminating the field itself. And if it does, then we can plow up some of the other ugly bare grass texture that we have over here on field 20 and get it covered with grass. Since, as I mentioned before, I'd like to have everything covered with grass before we start using the land for other stuff. It could perhaps use some flattening as well, to be honest. I wonder if I should do that first. Whoops. Always shutting down when I mean to turn the harvester on. Okay, let's go. Lots and lots of soybeans. I'll get this first strip done manually, since I know the hired worker tends to have a problem with this tree up here at the end. And then we'll just let it go on its own. And then we'll use the New Holland to pull the tipper, so that we can use the Puma to do the work with the plow and the roller. We did have some weeds pop up during the night, so I went over the fields with the sprayer to get rid of the weeds. It was in an early growth stage, but I I didn't really want to wait for the weeder to do its job, so I decided just to spend the extra money for the herbicide, get it done quicker. Okay, that looks about right. And we'll put the worker on. Okay. Looks good. Still takes an awful long time with this harvester. We'll want to upgrade that sooner rather than later. Let's go get the tipper and we'll just take it over to the field so that that's ready to go. Okay. I will be traveling for a couple days starting tomorrow, so there'll be a few days, the next few days I won't have any new videos to put up. But as soon as I get back, I will get out some new ones as soon as I can. Go ahead, sir. I think you have the right of way since you're controlled by a computer. Okay. Well, you know, I might as well empty it now. Looks like it'll need emptying soon. And the car over there impatiently honking for this farmer to get his work done. Clearly has things to do that are more important than food production. Okay. All right, good. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Before we do the field, let's sell some milk. Almost forgot about that because we've got 4,634 milk, which is a pretty decent quantity. So let's take that to sell first. All right, and who's got the best price on milk right now? It is the grain mill. Okay, and that is not far from us. That's over by the fuel station. I think I forgot something. It would help if I brought the milk. I don't think they'll give me any money if I just show up with an empty tanker. There we go. All right. And we do have 21 cows now. And we'll get another one in 39 hours. Manure and slurry is starting to accumulate to significant quantities as well. We might have enough to fertilize a small field with it. However, we would have to buy special equipment or lease special equipment in order to do that. And I think we would spend more money on that than we would buying the fertilizer. So I think I'll probably just wait until we have enough money to buy the BGA, and then I'll just sell the slurry and the manure at the BGA. Unfortunately, you can't sell it until you own that place, so we'll just let it accumulate until then. Okay, and here's the grain mill. I assume I just dump the milk in here. And let's see what we get. Okay, 8,600. All right, so we're getting we're getting a little over 4,000 a day from the cows, which I suppose is not too bad. It's enough to cover our interest expenses. And now that I have the tank, I wonder if I should get some more water. Yeah, I think I might as well do that. Let's go fill this up with water on the way back. I wish there was another filling point that didn't require me to drive backwards. Actually, it's down here, isn't it? Yeah. Down this way. Maybe there is, I just don't know about it. Well, we have the river, but I don't think there's any easy way to get down there. Yeah, I think this is probably the most convenient place to get water, even though I have to reverse. Or maybe I can just drive into it. What would happen if I did that? Yeah, nice. Well, that makes my life a lot easier. That water tank is heavy. Okay, so while that's emptying out, let's empty the harvester. Oh, good. And it's just getting turned around, so we'll have the pipe on the side that we need it to be. All right. I've had just about enough of these rude drivers. There. In pretty much every save that I play in Farming Simulator, at some point I end up turning the traffic off. It just starts to get on my nerves after a while. Just the endless stupid driving and the honking and all that. It's just not fun. Okay. Great. So we're done with that. Let's see how we're doing on water level. Okay, great. We will need to mix some more ration here pretty soon. Maybe we'll do that in the next episode. Or perhaps this one if we still have time. Let's see. What does that bale wrapper cost? I'm pretty sure it's more than the $17,000 that I have. Ugh, $54,000. And to lease it, $2,754. And silage is selling for $431, $1,600. So we could lease it. We could lease it and make the money back, plus a little profit on those grass bales. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so let's go pick that up. We'll wrap these bales, and then we'll take the silage bales over to be sold. And we'll get a little more money from that. Although that may have been a hasty decision because we are harvesting crops, and I'm sure I'll get $54,000 from these crops. All right, so so we're probably losing $2,700 here from the leasing, but such is life. Sometimes I don't make smart decisions. Alright, I think we'll need to unfold this. There we go. There we go. There's the unload button. See, in my tractor, the unload button is right next to the ignition switch. That's why I keep doing that. Alright, so this is bale 2, and then we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there's a couple more over there, so yeah, so we should be able to make a decent profit on this. Now this bale here is hay, because I had a bunch of hay in the baler when I started picking up the grass. But I'll try to wrap it as well and see if we can turn hay into silage. I don't know if you can. Nope. Okay. Good to know. get it out of my way. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 left after this one. And then we'll give that roller a try. Now I know that when you use the metal roller on wild grass, by which I mean the grass that you normally find between your fields and stuff that you haven't planted yourself, it just cuts it down to the first growth stage. So what'll be interesting to see is when I use it on this grass, which is planted on a field, if it'll get rid of the field and keep the grass. I've read that that's what happens. All right, let's empty our harvester, if we can find it. Here it comes. Okay. Let's see, and that section of our field is still unharvested. I'm going to speed up the time factor here to, well, I'll speed it up to 15 until I see that field go completely harvestable, and then I'll turn it back down to 1 again. And then since I have the bale collector, we'll bale the straw and sell the straw bales. It's still going to be a long time before I need any more straw bales. I got quite a lot of them. Alright, almost done wrapping. Should bring in some good money. Okay, last one. And we'll fold it up. Let's return this to the shop. And then we will pick them up and take them to the barn. And technically, you don't have to do this. You can just go to the garage in the menus and say return a lease vehicle, and it'll just disappear from wherever it happens to be. So if you don't feel like driving it back to the shop, you don't really have to do it. I just do it for the sake of realism. Return. Yes. Okay. Let's pick up the roller while we're here. Okay, this is not too expensive to lease. There it is. So we're starting to run short on time, but maybe I can test this out quickly before we sell our bales, just so we can answer the open question of what happens when I use it on my planted grass. Now this thing's it's a little hard to use. Well, it's not hard to use, but it's hard to get it in the position that you want and going in the direction you want, because you have to attach to it from the right side of it over here. Oh, I got one more bale there that I missed. That's a drag. Okay, so you unfold it, and then you disconnect, and then you come around to this side, and you can't lift it or anything. So as soon as you start pulling it, it's going to start messing with the ground. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, I see grass stubble. And is that field or is that not field? I can't tell. Yeah, I guess I won't be able to tell there. I think it's still field. Okay, so maybe I don't actually need the roller. Maybe I just have to plow everything and plant grass, because and I'm saying it's still field because I still see the field info when I walk over it. Let's try to do a larger area and see what happens. Okay. Yeah, see, I still see the field info screen. Whereas if I come over here, it eventually disappears when I get away from the field. it's still showing me 50% fertilized. Okay, well, so it seems like the information that I received is wrong. So let's go to leased items. I'll just return it. All right, so if I want to do anything with this field, I'll just have to use the landscaping tool. And honestly, now that we have the landscaping tool, what do you need the roller for? Since it doesn't do anything different than what you can already do with the landscaping tool. Right? If I just wanted to paint grass texture, I can do it already without having to own a piece of equipment and try to get it to drive exactly where I want it to go. Oh man, I'm getting lucky with the harvester this time. Seems like it always ends up with the pipe over the fruit. Except for now. Okay, let's pick up our bales and go sell them before we finish up today. So I'll grab the silage bales first, and then if I still have room, I'll pick up that hay bale and straw bale. We'll sell those too, even though I won't get much for them. Might lose a little bit of our wheat there. Okay, yeah, it looks like I've got exactly 16 bales. Okay. Alright, so we'll take these over to the barn and see how much money we can get for it. So from this harvest, I'm not sure exactly how much money we're going to end up with. I think we got, what was it, about 150,000 last time. We'll get a little bit more now that we have an additional field. So let me know what you think we should do with the money. Should we upgrade some equipment? And if you think so, what equipment do you think we should upgrade first? Get some new equipment. We could buy more cows. We could pay down the loan. Boring. I'm just kidding. It would save us a lot of money. Whoa, that's a lot more than I thought. 27,000. Nice. That certainly helps out. Right, so with that 40 plus the harvest, we should have, by the time we're done with the harvest, I'm guessing we'll have around 250,000 that we can use. We might look into buying another field. Maybe field 18. I'm not sure how much that costs, but it's probably getting into $200,000 territory, I would think. Let's see. 180. Yeah, we could probably buy field 18. And that would bring us even more income. But then it's going to get to the point where with all these fields, we're really going to start wishing for bigger equipment. Now, generally, when I play on my own, and I've discussed this before, my expansion strategy typically is that I'll get the fields before I get the equipment. Right? Like once I have so much field area that using the equipment that I have gets to be a drag, then that's when I decide that it's time to upgrade. All right. Because I think that, you know, because once you have the land, you've got income. And that just helps the upgrades go more smoothly. But it also means you're going to have more field work to do to get the money. So let me know what you guys think about the strategy. If you think we should go for more land or more cows first and then start working on equipment, or if you think we should start getting better equipment first. Okay. We'll set the worker on this side of the field. Get that going. And that is going to do it for me today. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Look forward to your comments, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.